This is nice. This is good.
So nice.
It's nice that we got together every now and then and just
chat.
Just chatting a little bit.
Chatting about the goo-boo-boos.
The goo-boo-boos. That's what we call movies now in this goddamn cast.
This goddamn cast. Welcome to this goddamn cast. My name is Graham.
My name is Dane. Here, we should turn this around. Labelless.
We are canceled.
Sparkling water.
We don't have a preference. I'm going to put that down.
Is there any? I don't think there's anything bad about saying that you're drinking a certain beverage.
It's really not.
We're not sponsored by them, just so you know.
Yeah.
We do enjoy their beverages.
Very much.
I wouldn't say very much.
I would.
I would say out of all beverages that I could drink, I would probably drink something else. No.
What would you drink?
Shirley Temple.
That's an odd choice.
Arnold Palmer.
You would drink him?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have him pee in a cup and then drink it.
Actually, I wouldn't. Have you seen pictures of him? He's not very good looking.
His pee tastes like asparagus and popcorn.
He can do what he wants, dude. He's really good at making drinks.
Apparently. Black tea and lemonade.
And nothing else.
That's his thing.
Well, it's just tea and lemonade. It could be any tea.
No, it's got to be black.
Why is it got?
Hey.
Jokes.
Hey, we're back and we're doing the suicide quad.
Suicide Squad.
Swatty Chad, man.
James Gunn newest vehicle.
He's back.
He's driving
from talking about sex with kids.
He's driving it down the road into kids, and this metaphor went off the trail, went off the road.
Went off the trail and into some boys. Anyways, here we go.
This is all getting cut.
That's where I'm leaving it in the video.
All right. Yeah, so we're talking today about Suicide Squad. We just saw it yesterday.
The Suicide Squad.
The Suicide Squad. Yeah, not Suicide Squad.
Don't confuse it with Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that
which
movie
committed suicide at the box office.
Actually,
damn,
it did
jokes.
Fucking great at the box office.
Yeah, probably did. Critically, it suicided.
There's a reason why they made another one, because it made a lot of money.
Yeah, they're like, we can still make money, but also make it good.
Yeah, that's so weird. That's so weird being like, the first one was such hot garbage and made a lot of money. So now let's change it up and try to be good this time.
I know. DC is so inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Mm-hmm. Just do that the first time.
But when they get it right, they get it right.
Well, like you were telling me, and I had read stories about it too, but like it was the trailer company that they put in charge of then re-editing the movie.
Oh yeah, the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then that's what made it so disjointed and weird.
Yeah, because it was just like a bunch of, like, for trailers, they just pick out like the spots that'll get you, and that's what it looked like. It was just a 2-hour long trailer.
Mm-hmm.
The only line that's a killer app when the Slipknot's head explodes. I was like, why would you say that? No one would say that. Not even Harley Quinn, who's an insane person.
Mm-hmm. Even she'd be like, that's a little cringe.
I don't even want to do that.
I don't even want to.
I apologize. Send me back to jail.
You know what? Just detonate me. I don't care.
Just kill me. That was a crime against comedy.
Well, and it's also that, like, I heard that the original was supposed to be more like gritty and more like, you know, not like film noir, but like more like dramatic.
Yeah.
And then they
more
turned
like
it into,
Logan.
Yeah. And they turned it into like a comedic, like crazy clusterfuck
With neon colors.
Mm-hmm. And half of the storyline being put into like bullet points for their character that you had to read while you pause the movie.
I was like, huh? Wait, I can't well, I can pause it in the theater, so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even know who Harley Quinn was.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see it in a bulleted list, so I don't know who she was.
They didn't exist.
I don't know who characters are unless they're in a bulleted neon list next to their face.
Yeah, with a dossier.
For only half a millisecond.
Yeah, and Viola Davis is telling us about them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Viola?
Well, it's one of those.
That's an instrument.
It's one of those tomato things. Nobody says tomato.
No one ever.
Like,
who says tomato?
Hey, can I get pizza with tomatoes on it? And like nobody says
and then they kill you. They strangle you with pizza dough.
Excuse me.
They they get the pizza dough and they're like, yeah, you say tomato.
I say tomato.
You go to hell.
Got really they just really toned down their anger at that point.
Well, they're
you say tomato, you go to hell.
They're so angry. They reached the peak and they came back down.
Mm-hmm.
They're calm again.
After they've killed them, or is this like
they've accepted their rage?
I was so angry before, but I'm owning it.
I'm gonna own it. Now I'm gonna murder you with this pizza dough.
Yep. So I'm owning my rage.
You're going to hell.
Sounds like a really
go to sleep.
Sounds like a really terrible Hulk stage play done by high schoolers. I'm Hulk, but I own my rage now.
I went to therapy.
That's good, Hulk.
Yes, I know. I got another PhD.
Got another PhD?
Yeah.
Yeah. After he got his other ones in nuclear physicist, scientist, gamma radiation. Okay, so on to the we're talking about Suicide Skid.
Talking about
Squid Squad.
Sweet Squid.
Sweet Squid. And
right. Going into this movie, I had lower expectations because I didn't want to be disappointed again from the first one. But I still had some hope because James Gunn was the helming it, and they hopefully learned their lesson just to let the director do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if David Ayer had his way, it would have been at least a consistent vision instead of the nasty potluck we got.
Yeah,
it was like moldy pot roast.
I'm waiting for the David Ayer cut.
Yeah, so clamoring for that. No one said ever.
No one said.
But Warner Brothers is like, well, they wanted the Snyder cut, so why not David Ayer, who most people don't know?
Yeah. And it probably wouldn't be that much better, I feel.
No.
It'd be a grittier version of it. It'd be terrible.
It'd probably just be a lot more blood.
Because you can't change the lines that were said.
No.
Lady, you are evil. Good writing.
Wow. She hit it on the nose, on the head.
On the head nose.
The head nose. Bing bong.
Boop, boop, boop.
Just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, though. I feel that my expectations were to the bottom of the Mariana Trench for all you.
Deepest part of the ocean.
Yep.
For all you marine biologists, watchers.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
So you're welcome, marine biologists. I'm looking at you, Gary.
We're including you. We're inclusive. Diversity.
Inclusive. Now we got to get an actual fan that's named Gary, who's a marine biologist.
How do you know we don't have one?
That's
we have people who listen in Russia.
That's true.
But that's Putin. That's not Gary.
That's Putin. He's got to keep tabs.
Because we keep talking shit about him.
Yeah, we do.
We cross the one, he's like, they're funny. But someday he'll get over it. And
I feel bad killing them.
because they made laugh come out mouth.
I do not laugh.
I don't know why he's speaking like a caveman. I'm sure he can speak fluent English fine. He was a KGB agent.
Yeah, right. He probably speaks it better than we do.
Yeah, it probably does. He's a spy. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Yeah. So thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed our Putin talk.
Putin talk. So yeah, I mean, I didn't have much expectations, but as always, the trailers get me hyped.
Yeah.
You know, just because that they're designed to get you hyped. Even on movies, you could see a trailer for a movie you know is shit, and you'd be like, "Damn, dude, this movie looks pretty cool. I should watch this." Oh wait, no, I know, I've seen that movie. Yeah, You, Me, and Dupree was not good. So,
You, Me, and Dupree.
Yeah,
I never saw it.
I never did either.
Was that about Andy Dupree from Shawshank, and he's like living on someone's couch?
Yep. Mm-hmm. He was Andy Dupree. Gotta set him free. That was his slogan.
Wow. Did he run for office too?
He did. He's like, my name is Andy Dupree, and I was set free. Except he didn't say that because then he would have gotten caught. Because he assumed the identity of someone else.
But he was in Mexico, so.
That's right.
And they don't extradite back then.
Me amo Dupree.
Me amo Dupree. Y I don't know how to say set free, even though I'm fluent.
Yeah, it's like, you lived down there for 6 months.
It would take too long for me to think of it.
How did you How did you live then?
I just shouted at people. They gave me what I want, so I would leave them alone.
Bathroom. Poopy.
And I just like took some poop out of my pants, and I was like, "Where put? Where put?" And
You just have a kaleidoscope of pictures, like of you eating, of you sleeping, of you going to the bathroom. Like, huh? Where go?
and they were like, "Arrest this man."
Arrest this man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But this movie started out very, very well. It was so much more better paced.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember like the original one really, or how it started out.
I think I.
Would it be some sort of Suicide Squad?
That's the name of the movie.
Look how my world got flipped upside down. Might as well just start singing that. It would have made just as much sense.
You know, Amanda, what was her name? Amanda Waller, whatever.
Amanda Waller, yeah.
Amanda Waller. Yeah. She's like, yeah, coming in, and I don't like how you're hanging out with those boys. So I'm sending you to stay with your aunt and uncle and
your Auntie Harley and your Uncle
LA.
Boomer.
In LA.
And put a bomb in your head.
Mm-hmm. She's like, hi, sugar. How you doing? I'm Harley Quinn.
Wow, you sound just like her.
I'm Harley Quinn.
Getting a boner right now.
I'm Margot Robbie.
I don't
her.
I don't like that anymore. Make
Got
it stop.
too real?
Make it stop. I can't stop what's happening under the table, but you can stop what's happening above the table.
We need to. I'll keep the table down.
I'm putting all the weight on the table to prevent it from rising up.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. You make people with boners?
Mm-hmm. With my Margot Robbie impression.
Damn, okay. That is a niche skill.
I will say that in the original movie, she was the best part.
Oh yeah.
Like even though she like wasn't written very well for that movie, but you could tell just from Birds of Prey that came out later and from this movie that she is Harley Quinn. Like,
she loves playing her.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I did like Captain Boomerang in the original. He was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like he was one of the other ones that I actually liked. He seemed like a character, an actual person, as opposed to the other two-dimensional people.
Yeah.
Well, they had so much. Well, we're not talking about that movie, but it just had so much potential.
Well, it's hard to talk about this movie without talking about that one.
That's true, because that's why they rebooted it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pretty much shit the bed.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
I do think it's funny that they basically said David Ayer, go in and make this movie. They let him do it, and then afterwards they're like, nah, your movie's going to be shit. We need to have someone else do it. Then when it like everyone hated it, then they're like, David Ayer, what the fuck did you do? What's wrong with you?
You're a piece of shit.
You're a fucking idiot director. We're getting someone new.
Yeah. We're going to get a tweet guy who got canceled.
Yeah. He's hot off the heels of Disney.
So he's going to take any money we give him.
Probably not. He probably got paid quite.
No, he probably got paid.
He got paid a bag.
Well, he deserves it. I mean, like those tweets were in bad taste, but I don't think he didn't actually diddle kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like I feel like if he diddled kids, he wouldn't have got canceled. So
yeah,
because that seems to happen.
Well, it was also one of those things where like it happened so long ago, and he did apologize for it back then.
Yeah,
and yeah, they weren't like it's not good to do that.
No.
But at some point, it's like at what point do you grow as a person? And like you said, he didn't actually diddle kids, which I think is just there's no coming back from that. Like, yeah.
I really hope not.
Yeah,
I mean, you could change, but you're not getting your career back.
Yeah. Did you hear that Jared Fogle is like he could actually get out of prison before he's dead? How? Because he only got caught with like child pornography.
Oh no, he's subway coops to the parole board. Yeah. That's what it is.
They're like, hey, free parole board, you want free footlongs for life? Keep this guy in prison. Like,
you got it.
They had the parole hearing and they're just like, this footlong's so good. Jared's like, fuck.
I'm screwed.
Like he is probably every day in prison.
Oh, yep. I hope so.
Hope so, dude.
Yeah. Hot takes.
It's not that hot a take. I feel like he deserves it.
It's actually gross to think about. So it's not hot at all.
Or it is hot. because it's coming out of you know what.
Moving on. But yeah.
Bathroom.
Where go? Where go? Yes.
Why were you arrested in Chile? Well, apparently they
Funny
consider
story. I shit my pants.
they consider showing pictures of yourself in the bathroom indecent exposure. So I don't know what is going on down there.
It wouldn't have happened in America.
Such a backwards country.
Jesus. Yes.
That was a joke. Chile's not backwards
He's joking.
at all. They're very.
He's not actually. He hates everyone but America.
I mean, I'm not a fan of chili, the soup thing.
Chili is good.
I mean, it's good, but it's like,
It's good when it's like made right, and then you dip your or bread in it.
Yeah, your dick bread.
Yes, good. Dick bread.
So like a breadstick.
It's made out of corn.
That's what I call breadstick.
Called dick bread?
Dick bread.
It is dick shaped.
Yeah. A lot of foods are though. Like I don't call like a hot dog like
That's a
dick
dog.
Dick Dick dog.
Dick dog. All right, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah. How much have we talked about the movie? 0. Okay.
We talk about the other one plenty.
Let's start off by talking about the opening where it has a bunch of characters. Oh, by the way, this whole thing is spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. They had what's the guy from Walking Dead?
John Adams.
No.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so it was Michael Rooker and Pete Davidson and who like they had Boomer from the
Captain
first one.
Captain Boomerang is back.
Captain Boomerang.
Of course, Harley Quinn.
And
And they had a couple of new people. They had Mongal. She's I think she's a stunt woman too.
And then
actor.
who's the guy?
Nathan Fillion.
With the
Oh
no, they did a Nathan Fillion. Yeah, he was Detachable Man or whatever.
The detachable kid.
I have to.
I'm
Flula Borg on IMDb.
Flula Borg played Javelin.
Ew, not 2016. There we go. 2021.
Yeah, don't do that.
Flula Borg. He's a funny guy.
He is funny.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you yesterday, my professor knows him.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Don't say your professor's name. We don't want to get anybody.
That's her name.
Professor.
Professor.
Prof.
Prop. What up, prop?
Prof.
Community reference.
Yeah. I'm looking up IMDb. I just see Michael Rooker's
Why does he have like
and it's so
he's like the
small.
bean picture? You know those popular pictures with the kids these days?
Mm-mm.
They take like the picture, but it's like that, so it's only like half their face. So it's called a bean. Because you look like a bean, I guess.
Oh.
I think that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Cancel me in the comments.
We are getting so many comments. TDK, the Detachable Kid.
Yes.
That's what his name was. That was Nathan Fillion. He was the best. So bad for their situation.
Because he looked like so insane. He had like this skull and crossbones. And it was like, always like, what's going to happen? They're like, hey, TDK, do your thing.
He's like, his arms come off and they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But then they just move forward like regular walking person.
And then they just like slap the people.
Yeah,
so funny.
Don't do anything. And the best part is when they're all getting shot, shooting the arms, and he's like, ah!
So funny.
But yeah, I thought it was very cathartic and almost like kind of a jab at the previous movie to have all of like the old characters in with these new ones for this new Suicide Squad, and they just have them all die.
Right.
Basically treating them like a Suicide Squad instead of like the old one where they're like, well, I guess it was some sort of Suicide Squad, but really only like 2 of them died.
Only one died.
Yeah.
The Slipknot dude, because then they said that shitty one-liner.
Well, did Slipknot, the witch died.
The witch died?
And then the fire guy died.
He didn't die either.
Yeah, he did. He died.
I don't even care. To be honest. He didn't care. I don't care.
But I just think it's funny that then they're just like, everyone's dead.
Yeah. Fuck this.
It's literally our Suicide Squad.
And they died in a funny way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were just a terrible team. And then Rick Flag was still leading them.
Yeah, that's his name, Rick Flag.
Joel Kinnaman.
Mm-hmm.
Really great in The Killing, by the way. You should watch that show.
Oh.
It's good.
And I really liked his character in this.
Yeah.
I didn't really like his character in the other one, but that's simply because he was just like there.
Yeah.
He was there.
He was there because
like,
he was in the comic.
Yeah.
And they needed to have him in there.
So this one, it seemed like he was an actual character that was.
Yeah, he had served a purpose.
Yeah.
And he actually had like. And another thing we were talking about was like this movie had like a human element. Like these characters felt human. Like the other one, they literally felt like comic book characters.
Yeah.
Like this original comics, like where you didn't need to be human or have character development. They just need to be bad guys and they fight the good guys. But in this case, they actually had backstories. Like Idris Elba's Bloodsport, they were trying to get him to lead the team because the second team, and they like Amanda Waller like threatened to send his daughter to jail as an adult who's only 16. So that got him to join the Suicide Squad. But it was awesome because then he met Ratcatcher 2 and like saw his daughter and her too. And so he added it was human. It's humanity.
And what's
So
interesting is that it was almost the same kind of like plot points of the original Deadshot from the original one, and yet it was done so much better.
Right. It wasn't done in like flashbacks with Batman.
Yeah. And then being like, don't do this in front of my kid. And it's like, we know you did kill people. You know?
Yeah.
And
yeah, they try to make him like this sympathetic character, even though he's murdered countless people. Well, they did that with Bloodsport, but he didn't. He was like, I'm a piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? I have nothing to give you, to his daughter. And I was like, finally, some fucking realistic talk here.
It's not just like, listen, I'm going to do my time and I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to be a father to you, which is like what they always try to do.
Yeah.
To make him sympathetic. They went the opposite way, and it was more sympathetic in this movie.
Right.
Yeah. Like, he literally was like, I'm a piece of shit. That was a talk. It's a talkie.
Is this some sort of suicide? Suicide dog? See, that made it just as much sense as all the other lines in the old movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but keep going.
But yeah, in this one, he's literally like, I'm just a piece of shit. Why the fuck are you here even talking with me? You're not supposed to be here. She's like, you're such a bad father. And he's like, yeah, I am. I never want to be a father.
Right. Yep.
Like they usually just like, at least I'm not a bad father like you. And they usually just like, cuts me deep. This one, he's just like, yeah, I'm a fucking bad father because I didn't want to be a father.
Yeah,
So
your mom sprung that on me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was done well. And then of course he doesn't want his daughter to go to prison as a 16-year-old.
Right. Like he's not a piece of shit completely.
Yeah.
He has a redeemable quality, which you need to like the person. Like you wouldn't cheer for the Punisher murdering all these people if he didn't have the motivation of his family being murdered.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Well, I did think it's funny that Idris Elba was in it, and then like they were talking about his superpowers and like what he does. He's really good at shooting. And then they went to the Peacemaker, and it was the same. And he's like, what the fuck? That's what I do.
He's an ex-soldier with an expert in hand-to-hand combat. Anything in his hands is a weapon. And then he's like, is this a joke? That's what I do.
That's what I do.
And he's like, yeah, but I do it better. I love their little like pissing match. It's great. John Cena is like, he's actually a great comedic actor.
Yeah.
I know it's not a hot take. Maybe it is.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What?
You know that.
Are you challenging me right now?
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Okay. Then we're good. Have you seen that meme?
Which
It's
meme?
a meme. John Cena.
You can't see him in memes. Because you can't see him. Copyright missile.
Yeah, copyright missile.
Putin owns it now.
He's like there, like blip blip boop bop in Mother Russia.
You don't see Mother Russia murder. I can't. What am I doing?
You're making it so that it makes it much easier to pull the trigger.
See me. Yes. But yeah, the cast was excellent, and as they murdered everyone in the beginning, that cast was excellent too. It would have been cool to see them go more, go on, but I understand why they had to do it. It actually made sense in the story. It wasn't just like, we're going to murder them all. That's what I thought was going to happen, was like, oh, this is a failed Suicide Squad. We need to come back and redo it.
Yeah, because they even said like 3 days earlier, yeah.
Yeah, but they were meant as a distraction to get all the army on their beachhead while was it Team X, right?
Yeah. Team
X goes in and then sneaks in stealthily. That's with Bloodsport, Peacemaker, Ratcatcher 2, Polka Dot Man, King Shark, who's also... Oh, Steve Agee played him, or was his body double? And then Sylvester Stallone voiced him. I love King Shark.
Yeah, he was
I was wondering how they were going to do him, because I had to say on set King Shark. But he had like a god name, because they say he was descended from some ancient god.
Yeah, what was the god name?
They don't say it on the IMDb.
Yeah, I forget. I even called him like Killer Croc at the end.
Yeah, and you're like, and that crocodile. I was like, what?
It's like, oh wait, no, the shark.
Same thing. They swim and eat things, and they're pretty much dinosaurs.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, if we were sitting there like watching it, and he was impervious to any form of bullet. He was impervious to like a building falling on him, but then these little tiny globbers just started kicking his ass.
They're like, but he thought they were his friends.
So he opened up his skin to them? Is that what it?
Yeah, like, that's his weakness.
His friends can get under his friends can get under his skin.
Not away. That's what it says on Wikipedia. I'm also gonna check out his powers and abilities and make sure this is right. He's got augmented flesh, provides protection against the pressures of the deep and physical attacks. That's all it says.
So then those should have been not getting to him.
Technically, it's physical.
Technically. Okay. But,
science.
Yeah, so science.
And he can also regenerate lost bodily tissue. So we were talking about King Shark's powers.
Yeah.
And it says, they didn't say he's bulletproof, but whatever. Just fucking had a giant starfish destroy a city. I don't really care about that.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't really care about that.
No, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying.
No, I was just saying that. No, I didn't. I wasn't. See, what I was saying is early 2000s reference.
That's my childhood, man.
It's mine too. That's why I know
really?
when it was.
I thought you were born in like the 60s.
Yeah, the 2060s from the future, bro.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Dude, things get fucked up.
You should join the Suicide Squad. You got powers.
Yeah, dude. I just went back in time once. That's all I could do.
That would be perfect for the Suicide Squad.
Yep.
To go Ixnay on the David Ayer version I don't know. Pig Latin. It's dead. Stop speaking it.
Are you talking about Latin?
Pig Latin.
I don't think Pig Latin's a dead language.
Pigs are dead and they're made of bacon.
They're not all dead.
I killed them all.
Jesus.
There's a new movie called Pig starring Nicolas Cage. It's like John Wick in the Portland fine dining scene.
Oh.
I heard it's pretty good.
Nice.
And probably super ridiculous.
I mean, it's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Someone stole his truffle pig, and so he's trying to find it. Anyway, back to...
reality.
No.
Oh, there go.
We're not doing that bit ever again. I'm never saying that. Nope. Gotta stop.
Good to go back to the future. Back in time.
Beep,
gotta go.
You fucked your mom. Anyways.
Marty.
What were we?
We were talking about Suicide Squid.
Whoa.
Suicide Octopus.
Yeah. But where were we? We were talking about King Shark. You were talking about him, his powers being undefined. Undefined,
inconsistent, but it didn't like take away. It was just something I noticed for that. And that's what I think makes like a movie really good, is when you can like, when you notice little tiny things that you can nitpick apart because the major flaws are not there.
Yeah, know? Exactly. That's true.
Like you couldn't do that for the original Suicide Squad because you're like, wait, what's their motivation? Why are they there? Like that's what you're focusing on.
Why does Killer Croc look just weird as hell?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not scared of him. I just feel bad for him. And he looks like that. Poor Waylon.
Poor Waylon.
Was his name even Waylon in that movie?
I have no idea.
I feel like I don't know. Who fucks a shit?
Who?
I'm changing it up. Instead of who gives a shit, who fucks a shit?
Who fucks a shit?
That's what Roger Daltrey wanted it to be, but they stopped him. Luckily,
It was Pete Townsend. He stopped him.
yeah. He's like, no, I'm not doing my in the air splits to that song.
Yeah, I'm not doing my crazy. Wait, no, Pete Townsend.
Yeah, he was the guitarist.
He was the guitarist. Okay,
and he did the splits.
Yeah.
That was his move.
I just want to make sure I was thinking about it right and not the singer.
That's Roger.
Okay. I only know Pete Townsend. That's the only name I know from The Who. So.
Now you know two, Roger Daltrey and Keith Moon. He was the drummer, but
Keith Moon.
But he died.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Mm-hmm. Great drummer though.
He was.
He destroyed his drum set, and he was kind of like the proprietor of that whole thing.
Well, yeah, and they also destroyed their guitars.
Dude,
that was.
Why are you trying to one up me?
I'm not. I'm trying to give more context to the history.
Some sort of suicide squad?
You got some sort of suicide complex?
No, yes.
You just said no, yes. That
no,
means
yes.
nothing.
I know.
No, yes, no, yes.
Agree to disagree.
Disagree to agree.
No, yes.
Think about that.
I did. No, yes.
Okay, so let's talk about, I guess, just the main overarching plot, I guess. No, I guess we don't really need to do that. We can just talk about things we liked. Yeah. I liked how they went to go save.
I liked all the penises they showed in that.
There's a lot of them.
It's everywhere.
There actually was
a
full-blown
talk about
penis.
bag of dicks.
There was a full-blown penis, too.
Oh, the guy waking up?
Yeah, the guy waking up.
With Folgers in his dead boy cup.
He got taken out by Peacemaker or probably, I think Peacemaker.
I think it was Peacemaker with his silenced eagle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It sounds like pew, pew.
Was it, what did he have? And he was just like...
It was like a little blow dart gun.
Yeah.
And then I liked how when he shot the far one, it actually like arced.
Yeah.
That was kind of a nice touch.
Mm-hmm. Touch.
I like being touched. Nicely.
Touch. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so I did like how Harley Quinn, like they were going to go save Harley Quinn, and then she just gets out on her own. That was, I thought,
she's like,
really
what are you
great.
doing here?
Yeah.
I'm trying to save you. You gotta save me. I'll go back in there.
Go back in there if you want to.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way. She's such a badass. It's like, how would she... And I feel like that would be such like a big, huge backward step from where we're at as a movie society now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the women are independent and they're strong too. They're just as badass as the men.
Mm-hmm. Well, her character was completely badass and independent.
Yeah,
like,
completely different from the original.
Yeah, she like got with the like main guy, and they had like a passionate time together, and then he gets up and he's just like, yeah, they sent families there and generations of people there to die, and now I can do that with women and children. And he turns around and she just fucking shoots him.
He's like, what the hell?
She's just like, I've had complexes with boyfriends in the past, and a red flag for me is killing children.
It's a little red flag.
That was good.
Yeah. And it was good because it like kept going with did you see Birds of Prey?
I did not know.
Yeah, because that was kind of the whole point of the movie, is her breaking away from the Joker and breaking up with him and trying to be like, I won't say healthy, but more respecting herself more.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so that continued on with their character development from that movie, which I like because it's developing her as like a real character as opposed to the cardboard male gaze fetish that she was in the original Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I liked how, because it kind of came back from, because in the first Suicide Squad, she was getting like electrified by the Joker a bunch of times.
It's BDSM stuff.
And then
nothing wrong with that, but
in this one, she was like strung up and they were like electrocuting her and she was like, and you like I thought for a second, I was like, oh man, she's not liking this and she's feeling it. And then like after a while, she just like passes out, but you realize then she hasn't passed out and she like kills the guy and gets out. And I was like, this makes sense.
That's
this was
a killer
all
app. She said that.
Yeah, she did.
It made more sense then than it did in the original one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep doing that.
That's just your line now.
Yeah.
This will kill our app.
Appetizer.
Yeah.
Fried mushrooms.
You go to Applebee's. Dude, let's get some killer apps.
We should do it. I'm surprised they didn't do that marketing crossover or some shit.
Right.
Oh, we good.
I'm sure there's some niche commercial that they made that
In some country.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, I agree. I like that. And she was like, she was still in power, like in control when they were torturing her. Cause she was like, I've been through way worse shit than this bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, she's been through much worse than this. I wonder why she's like getting hurt so much. But then it comes out that it was all an act. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Like, I really like that part as well. Like after she escapes and kills all the guards, and then they started having like the flowers and the cartoony birds, and I was like, this is perfect because like the violence I feel like would have gotten stale in that sequence if they kept it the real gritty whatever. But they did it that way, and it was way. It didn't. It felt, my when I was thinking about during that scene, it was Guns Akimbo. Like that movie just got so stale with all the same old violence all the whole movie, and it was just like, okay, we get it, cool. But they found they tried to do something new and keep it fresh, which is it helped the movie.
Yeah,
and it looked really cool.
Yeah, well, I thought it was cool too because it's almost like what she sees. You know, when she gets like really violent, then she starts seeing flowers and gets all happy.
Yeah, they did that in Birds of Prey too.
Oh,
you should watch it. It's actually it's pretty good. It's not as good as this movie, I would say, but it's still good. Because like she does go into the police station and fight, but then it's just like, but there's a realistic motivation for it. She has like a beanbag gun that blows up with like, those paint races. That's what it kind of looks like, and she's like fighting the cops, and it looks really cool. It's a cool sequence too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I should check that out then.
Yeah, and that's another good thing about this movie with the DC universe. They had like a consistency of character from within movies, from movie to movie, as opposed to, I don't know what the hell they're trying to do.
Yeah.
In the other ones. That just keep changing the character to fit the screenplay.
Yeah. Like they want the character to be this, so then the character changes completely.
Yeah, the character drives the plot instead of the plot driving the character. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, so that was really cool, and yeah,
and I like the twist. It wasn't really a twist. It was, you could see it coming, but Peacemaker being like a bad guy in the end.
Oh yeah. He's like, I wouldn't even call him a bad guy. I would just call him like he's so. He still has like a specific moral code he has to follow that so I wouldn't even call him bad. He's just like himself.
Yeah, like he cares so much about preserving the United States and the way it looks.
Yeah, he's like
that he doesn't
super
care.
patriot.
Yeah, that he doesn't care about who dies or what happens in between.
Yeah. But he is the antagonist, so I guess he's still the bad guy.
And I did like how he was talking about how, like, it's like, well, I can shoot better. It's like, how? It's like, well, I use smaller bullets. They go into your bullet holes. Yeah. And then like in the end, it comes back. It was a funny line at the moment. And we were like, he's just trying to, like a pissing contest.
It's like, my dick is 1 centimeter bigger than you.
Yeah. But like, it literally was where Idris Elba's bullet was smaller than his and went through his bullet and killed him.
And then he was like, how? He's like, smaller bullets. I was like, I got him.
Got him.
Got him good. I'm actually looking up Peacemaker right now because I never heard of him before this.
Yeah. And then his fucking like helmet, you could tell it was ripped straight from whatever comic it came from. Cause
it looks just that way.
Because it looks so bad. He's like, you have a toilet seat in your head. He's like, it's not a toilet seat.
Yeah. I wonder what it is. Yeah. Oh, they're making an HBO Max series about him.
That's why in the end they had
the end credits thing. Yeah. I'm glad because he's a funny character.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're putting it on HBO.
I hope that John Cena doesn't end up still becoming a shill for China. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You gonna talk about that now?
I mean, I think we talked about it before.
Yeah.
But, when he was doing the promotion for Fast and the Furious, I don't know, one of the directors or somebody involved with the movie came out anti-China and like protesting against what China's doing to like Hong Kong. And John Cena basically came out and said, "Hey, don't worry, that's not what we're like. We're fine. We're pro China. Go China. We love you." And he even said it like in Chinese to like appease the Chinese government and the Chinese people. And
Damn.
everyone was like, "Dude, fuck, dude." Like, like wear your loyalty to money on your shoulder more, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's fucked up.
mm-hmm. What was the same thing that happened with like Kobe Bryant when he came out and said like, "Oh, you shouldn't go against China." And it's like, we get that a lot of your market share is in China, but there's bigger reasons why China's like, you shouldn't be for China.
Yeah.
So, but that's my 2 cents on it. Tell us what you think. This podcast is political.
I'm pro China. Food. China food.
China food.
No, China food.
That just sounds racist.
Comida de China. That's how you say it in Spanish, okay?
It's good. I like it.
Apparently he was the inspiration for the comedian in Watchmen.
Who? John Cena?
No, the Peacemaker.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah. It doesn't really, they don't have much about him. Anyway, I'm excited for that show now that I know it's a thing.
Yeah.
Get hyped.
So I do like John Cena.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. Can't define him by that.
Well, he probably was told to do that by the producers.
Or he's like, or you're not getting any money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But well, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, contracts. Probably was in his contract or something.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like, fuck. I don't know. I don't know enough about it besides that it happened. So I got to defend him or talk shit.
Yeah.
But you did, so you're canceled. At least in China.
Yeah. All right. Well, we enjoyed the movie. Thought it was good. A lot of ridiculous shit in it. And it really...
we're not going to talk about the starfish?
I mean, there's not much to talk about. It was insane.
Well, I want to talk about it because it made it, as opposed to the sky beam, which is every other movie from the beginning of the DC universe. They're like a blue sky beam or red sky beam. Holy shit.
Including the original Suicide Squad, too.
Yeah, it started with Man of Steel, which it actually made sense for a sky beam to be there because they were terraforming a planet, or trying to. But then, the rest of it was just sky beam? Yeah? Okay. That makes sense. Why are they doing it? I have no idea.
Skybeam.
Skybeam, man, we're sponsored by Skybeams.
Sponsored by Skybeams.
Got it in the Sky Mall.
Yeah. Got it on a flight.
But I've never seen a giant starfish take over a city and then destroy it.
Yeah.
And even one of the characters we got a motherfucking kaiju up in here.
Yeah. And I did like how even just they zoomed out to the guys on the porch that were lived in the city.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Exactly. That was my reaction. What the hell? And that's my reaction too. But I knew it was in the movie. But it was it's just cool how James Gunn was pulling from all the weird parts of DC, because that's what DC has in spades. It's just weird shit.
Yeah.
They're finally using DC as DC instead of trying to copy Marvel.
Well, yeah, he was, he did the original Guardians of the Galaxy, which was the first movie in the MCU that did weird shit.
Yeah.
And it kind of opened up the floodgates for weird shit to happen in the MCU. Avengers Endgame could have never happened if Guardians of the Galaxy didn't do so well.
Right.
The whole thing about...
And Ragnarok, they pretty much just let's do Guardians of the Galaxy, but with Thor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they're let's do crazy space shit and just go nuts. And that's what they did.
Yeah, it worked so well.
Yeah. Because they're actually trying something new.
Yeah. Those are my favorite Marvel movies, are the Guardians of the Galaxy and now Ragnarok. I'm excited for the new Thor.
Oh, yeah.
And you already know all my opinions on Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But
we get it. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't like them.
No,
you're a fan.
I'm just a fan. I just feel like they got stale near the end of their first, whatever you want to call that.
Sorry. Did you say... Sorry. Let's start over. You said they got stale?
Yeah,
I'll kill you.
Oh yeah, I'll kill you.
Kill you. I'll kill you for saying that.
Sponsored by Tiny Knives.
Get your tiny knives today.
Yeah, from tinyknife.ltd.
That's limited.
Yeah,
Means limited liability.
LLC.
LLC.
We're an LLC too.
We are.
Yeah, you're welcome.
To us.
Yeah, no, you're welcome to the people watching.
Yeah, they know. They don't know. We're an LLC.
Yep. You can't sue us for being liable.
They can, but they can only go after the company.
Pizza.
I guess they could pierce.
Domino's
They
and
could
LLC.
pierce the corporate veil if they had enough.
We're giving them ideas we shouldn't be giving. Giving them ammo.
Giving them shit.
But I kind of like Doctor Who's in this too. The 12th Doctor.
Oh yeah, he is the brain guy,
The thinker.
the thinker.
I thought he was gonna kind of have like more powers, but he's just super smart. But he died anyway.
Yeah, I did think it was funny that like they showed him earlier like as a flashback, and he just had less nodes on his head.
He's like, I am less smart.
He had like 7, and then later on he had like 20.
Yeah.
That was just like character development over the years.
That was about all he needed.
Yeah.
And they had the classic bad guy exposition at the end, but they could have like showed it somehow, but then the movie would have just been bogged down in it for no reason.
Mm-hmm. And literally, you didn't need to fucking care.
No.
You just need to know, yeah, he's bad. He did bad
They're
stuff.
like, America is actually behind all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. I'm dead.
Well, and I was even talking about you afterwards that the worst part that came out of like that reveal to me was thinking like, oh, if this actually came out as like the US was a part of this and they covered it up, nobody would give a shit.
Yeah.
Because that shit happens like every day.
Like, yeah, that's seems about right.
Yeah, that seems about right. But how's the economy doing?
Yeah. Are we how many jobs we got creating every day? Huh? How about that? Are we reopening the steel mills and the coal mines? Even though there's no coal left?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even though we could create
We could
more
retrain
efficient.
these people to do other jobs that are
Yeah.
actually useful.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're still kind of dependent on coal and parts, so I get it.
Yeah.
Welcome to politics with people who don't understand politics.
Yeah, that's us.
That's why you come. You listen to us rant about coal mines.
Oh, coal mines.
Zoolander got the black lung.
Mm-hmm.
We need to help.
Masks. Oh, wait.
Dude,
we can't wear
don't
masks.
say that. We're going to be canceled.
They should just wear masks. That's my God-given right to not wear a mask.
But I can take a shit on your lawn and shoot you in the face.
As long as you're not on your property.
Yeah.
If you're in public property, I could do what I want to you.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I'm
in
not
ge-
touching you.
in
I'm not
general.
touching you.
I love doing that to people.
What are you, 5?
Yeah. I told you the last time we recorded the other stuff. I was a little brother. Or I am a little brother. So I know how to annoy.
I'm a little brother, too.
Yeah. No, you're not.
That's such a little brother thing to say.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
Okay, so, I mean, I don't really have much else to say because I thought the movie was good.
Why does Men's Health have an article on this? Who dies in the Suicide Squad?
Men's Health does?
That's what it says.
You know, those men,
They have 2.
their health went downhill.
They have another one about the Peacemaker series.
Oh.
So instead of fitness, they're talking about superhero movies.
They're following the clicks, dude.
They're following the path of the History Channel.
Yeah. I actually do want to talk one more thing about Polka Dot
Too
Man.
late, dude. You said we can't.
I want to talk about Polka Dot Man
Hey.
and how fucking ridiculous his
God.
whole power set is.
I love that shit.
He just has like these pustules that grow out of him,
Yeah.
and he has to vomit up polka dots, otherwise he dies.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they're just going to make him ridiculous. But they actually had like a good character motivation, like made him sympathetic, and I actually like rooted for him. I really liked him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended up being like an interstellar virus that his mom injected him because she wanted to make him and his siblings superheroes so bad.
Mm-hmm. Ended up just like turning them all like dead.
Yeah. They all died except for him. And yeah, he has to vomit up twice a day or else he dies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that if he actually shoots out the polka dots, then
That counts.
that counts. But but they're really deadly.
Yeah, they just disintegrate things.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it just like eats it away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's so cool.
And I liked how it went into his like viewpoint of things all the time, and it was just his mom was everybody.
It's like, I hate my mom. Everyone's my mom.
Everyone's my mom.
It's kind of like the I'm always angry cap.
Yeah.
Except funny as hell.
And, plausible.
Yeah, because he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were the crazy one. I am.
She's just like, fuck, I'm surrounded by crazy people.
Yeah, shit. Oh, I really like Ratcatcher 2's character as well.
Yes.
I love Sebastian the rat.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
Best character.
I was like so nervous that he was gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. Spoiler.
A lot of rats probably did, though.
Yeah, by the big starfish man.
Yeah.
What was he called? Like Jubo the Blomblow?
Yeah, Jua Blumbo.
It was like Gorgo the Glomper.
He's just Project Starfish.
No, but he had a name.
Oh.
Something the Conqueror.
Oh.
Glorbo
Starbo or
the
something.
Conqueror. No, that's from Rick and Morty.
Starbo?
Stickboo the Starfish.
Yeah, so
Starro the Conqueror.
Starro the Conqueror.
Yeah. That wasn't his like given name. Someone gave that to him.
Gotcha.
And I liked his even he had a good motivation.
Yeah.
Because he was like he got captured and then was like tortured essentially for 30 years by the Thinker. And at the end, he's like, I was just happy out staring at the stars.
Yeah.
And like they brought him and created him into a monster. And that was like, oh, fucking A, dude. That movie has it all.
Even the giant starfish's motivation.
I feel bad for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so cool. And I think all the face starfishes were practical.
Yeah.
So I saw behind the scenes picture on the Ratcatcher 2 ladies' Instagram. And the actors were like, but with the starfish on their face.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could have been added post, but I don't think it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure the obviously the eyes are CGI. They could be, actually.
They could have been see-through.
Could have been see-through.
I mean, they're able to make things. They're able to make things see-through nowadays. Bow chicka brown cow.
Brown cows make chocolate milk.
No,
That's science. And this thing's got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Shit.
I think that's like...
It's good.
I think that's the only one besides Wonder Woman that has a 93% for Wonder Woman.
Not the second one, though. Second one was straight up garbage.
Yeah, it was like a fun movie, but it was not good.
It was not good.
They took 300 steps backwards.
Okay, so if you were to give this a rating, what would you give it?
I'm going to give it a straight up 9 out of 10. Big old Glorbo butts.
Glorbo butts.
It's a Rick and Morty reference, but it came to my mind.
Yeah,
because it was like a good movie and it was fun, and I'd rewatch it again. I think I'm going to rewatch it this week on HBO, or I might go to the theater again even.
Yeah.
It was that good.
It was that good. I'm going to give it the same. 9 out of 10. Yeah. Kaiju. Got kaiju up in here butts.
Kaiju up in here butts, dude.
Yeah.
Starfish is a name for butthole. Mm-hmm. They had that whole thing too.
Or 9 out of 10 polka dot man's mom butts.
Damn. She got big butt when she was the starfish.
Mm-hmm. We did see her a lot, actually.
Yes.
She probably had to film the most out of this whole movie.
Yeah. She was all doing the weird things.
Yeah. When they were on the dance floor, he was dancing with all those people. Yeah, they were all, then they reshot it as all his mom.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say something.
I did like how there was like the driver. What was his name? Like Miguel?
Milton.
Milton.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh no, they shot Milton. Like, who's Milton?
Yeah.
He's literally been with us the whole time. I don't know. I would have remembered somebody if they were with us the whole time.
Like, why are you so obsessed with Milton? He's like, I liked him the whole time. I just didn't say anything. Because he was with them since the beginning of their mission.
Yeah, he was there the whole time.
Yeah, that was so funny.
That was so good.
And then she's like, yeah, I'll be your friend, Milton. to Bloodsport. He's like, that's not my name.
Yeah.
Well, we just talked about it for 3 hours. Good shit.
No, that's not my name.
No. But yeah, I was gonna say something else. I forgot.
I did like how the rat like nestled on his leg. At
Oh
the
yeah,
end.
and then he like kind of. Oh yeah, because Bloodsport was like terrified of rats because of his father's abuse.
Yeah.
But then at the end, he was saved by the rats. Ratcatcher saved him, and Harley saved the rest of them with Ratcatcher.
With the javelin.
Yeah. With the javelin, she's like had to carry the whole time, but she didn't know what to do with.
Yeah. Like,
I know what I gotta do.
God'll tell me.
Yeah. So funny. Well, oh yeah, I was gonna say this is like the best popcorn guzzler movie
Oh yeah.
that we've seen since doing the cast.
I think so. Yeah.
Like I walked away from it feeling hopeful for the rest of DC.
Exactly.
Hopefully they can keep this motivation going. Forward momentum is what I meant to say. Yep. So go see it in the theater, please.
Yeah.
Unless you really can't move and you have to only watch it on HBO.
Yeah.
But it is super fun in the theater.
It is really good in the theater. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for us. So have a beautiful starfish butthole day. Goodbye.
Smash that like button.
And subscribe.
Goodbye.
And comment.
Talk that like button.
You can support us in links. Follow us on Instagram.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.